as I read in Rubin's book, The Creative Act, this morning. One of the greatest rewards of making art is our ability to share it. Even if there is no audience to receive it, we build the muscle of making something and putting it out into the world. Creative block comes in many forms. It stops us from building that muscle and improving our work. One of the biggest forms creative block comes in, for me personally, is in the following question. What should I film this week? It can be really frustrating to have ideas for videos like this one, but to have no ideas about how to shoot footage that's going to help tell that story. For this week's video, I put number 15 on my list into practice. I got in the car and just drove. I took some turns I wouldn't normally take. I parked in a car park that I've never parked in before. And when I got there, I pulled out my camera and I just pointed the lens in the most interesting directions. I let my eyes and my ears lead me. And actually, once I started doing it, it was really easy. Sitting down to plan out all of the shots, locations, and ideas for these videos would be so overwhelming. It was really liberating just to rock up somewhere and point and shoot. It helps when you live somewhere as beautiful as this, but there's beauty to be found wherever you are. When there's no time pressure for the work, it's easy to spend more time deliberating about the details. If I had no deadline for my videos, I'd spend much longer overthinking things like filming locations and what to shoot, rather than actually just making the videos. But with these videos, I've given myself the deadline of every Friday. Not that there's a huge audience desperately waiting every week for something from me, but it's helping me to build that muscle. For creating and sharing to become muscle memory. And in building that muscle, I'm only improving and getting better as an artist. When creating things, it's really easy to get lost in overthinking. In 2023, I've been practicing sharing my work with 3 newsletters and 1 video every week, and it's exhausting. One of the most exhausting things is constantly having that voice in your head saying, is this interesting? Is this actually worth saying? Is it worth sharing? Does anyone care? In my video about practicing the guitar, my friend Josiah said this.
It's really important in creativity to pursue the authenticity and forget about originality. Forget about trying to do something that's gonna impress anybody or dazzle anybody. Do try to figure out, what do I really want to hear? Like, what would I love to hear? What would I love to express?
Authenticity is key. Don't overthink it. Just keep making things that you want to see made. If you like it, then it's worth doing. In the end, you are the only one who has to love it. If I like it, I'm sure there's at least one other person out there who will like it too. But even if there isn't, it doesn't matter. Make things that you want to make. Express things that you want to express. Don't let the motivation for the art be the reaction that it will or won't get. So for me, the focus shouldn't be on what to shoot, but what to say. The focus should be on what's worth saying. And what's worth saying is up to me. And that's a value based on whether I think that it's valuable or not. If no one else does, that's absolutely fine. I'm practicing. I'm building that muscle of making something and putting it out in the world. And in doing this, as Rick Rubin says, we are able to live in an energized state of creative momentum, free to make things, let them go, make the next thing, and let it go. With each chapter we make, we gain experience, improve our craft, and inch closer to who we are.